Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my first live that I've done in a long time. Actually, I haven't done live in a very long time. I am using my webcam fingers. The camera thing was messing up, so this is as good as it gets. Like right now, I'm gonna sort it out, don't worry. But I really wanted to come on live, so today I'm going to be talking about how I managed dealing with what was I gonna say actually? Right, so I've been spending so long trying to get on live, I forgot. But basically, today's video is how I manage. What was I picked a topic. It's how I manage. It's the title as well. Hold on. How I stay motivated when I'm not seeing fast results. There you go. Right, yeah. So that's what today's video is. That's the topic. I've literally been spending all morning trying to come on here, trying to connect my camera to here, but I can't. So I'm doing it on the laptop. We've got comments. Is anyone here? Let me go on here. Morning, yeah, I'm live. All right, so is the quality and everything good? I'm sorry, this is my first time coming live in a long time, and yeah, like I don't know. I'm using StreamYard as well before I use the platform, but I can't connect my phone and camera. It's long, so yeah. But today's video, maybe we'll just like stay here for a second, just like to get a few more people on. But yeah, it's about how I stay motivated, how I keep going when I am not seeing fast results or not like much results. So how I basically stop myself from giving up and how I did throughout my weight loss as well. Good morning, guys. I'm cracking open Pepsi Max. Oh, I'm telling you right now, I need another coffee. I've drank a coffee while I was trying to sort this out, and it was stressing me out. So yeah, but I wanted to come on anyway, do a live because it's either do a live or film a video and then have it up for you tomorrow. And I thought, why not do live? And I can chat with you guys as well. So I've got like my notes and everything. But yeah, I just clicked live. So sorry if like the intro was a bit rubbish. I didn't have time to prepare. I just went, do not forget, let's just go live. So we've got everyone here. So basically, has anyone got a drink? Coffee, Pepsi Max? But okay, so when I first started losing weight, obviously on like the first few weeks, I was seeing quite a big change in the scale. Like my scale weight was going down like quite a lot. So in my first week, I lost like 9 pounds, which is obviously like the bigger you are, the more water weight you can lose. So that was motivating, but even with that big like weight drop in the beginning, it did steady out and I was starting to lose weight a lot slower, and I did have weeks where I didn't lose weight. And then also on top of that, when I first started and throughout my weight loss, like you're not seeing a big difference. So like you're going for like, obviously I had to lose like 120 pounds. So going from to know how much weight I had to lose, even though I was losing weight on the scale, I didn't feel like I was physically making much difference. Like I did feel better in myself and I was seeing a little bit of a difference, but it wasn't a lot. So it was hard to kind of like, it's that physical, that mental thing in your head where you're like, you're not seeing much of a difference. And even when I'd already lost like 50 pounds, it felt like, yeah, I'd lost 50 pounds, but I still had a lot of body fat. I still had 50, well, I ended up losing 70 pounds more. Like, do you know what I mean? So even though I had already made a lot of progress, the progress that I did make, like knowing how much more you've got to lose, if that makes sense, and not seeing too much of a big physical difference, it's hard to stay motivated and keep going. And then also another thing that is hard to stick to when you're not seeing a lot of results is when I have been building muscle, and building muscle takes a long time, and it's a very slow and very gradual process. And in the moment, like as and when you're doing it, it doesn't feel like you're making much progress. And then another thing that I don't see a lot of progress in is like more recently I've started my cut and my weight is going down so slowly, like hardly any, right? So I have to use these tips as well, like right now. So like right now, a little update for you guys, I am about 3 pounds down since I started my cut, which is actually good considering how much, like, you know, it's only been, I'd say, when did I start? Like a month or so. So it's very slow. It's all right. It's not bad, but where it's only 3 pounds, it's still like, I'm like, you just want the instant gratification. Like you're like, why am I not looking like lean yet? Do you know what I mean? Like, why have I not lost more? So it can be really hard to basically stay motivated when you aren't seeing the fast results that you want. So that's why, like, I wanted to make today's video and just tell you guys how I personally deal with it. And I don't know, how much can I lose in 10 weeks? It depends on how much I have to lose. So like, you could lose, I don't know, if you have a lot of weight, I'm not even going to actually say 20 pounds, because you could technically lose 1 to 2 pounds a week. So if you have it on that, but like, I would say 10 pounds, but you could potentially lose 20 pounds, but that's the more weight you have to lose. Like, the bigger you are, the more weight you can lose, if that makes sense. And a lot of it in the beginning, the first few weeks, is going to be water weight anyway. But yeah, so my first tip and the first thing that's helped me when I struggle with, like, I'm not seeing that much results, is to set daily goals. So by daily goals, I mean like a calorie goal, a step goal, a workout goal. Like, what am I, like, knowing exactly what I'm going to do, what exercise wise, like cardio wise, strength training wise, a sleep goal. So those kind of daily goals that so even if you have to write it out in a list, I find lists, I love my lists and little bullet points. And oh my god, guys, I'm gonna have to show you soon. Yeah, I got it from TikTok Shop. So this is like off topic, and this is probably why I shouldn't do lives, because I just get off topic. But basically, on TikTok Shop, I got like a little weekly planner and a monthly. I'm looking at it right now. Weekly planner, monthly planner, and then there's also a daily tasks one, and it's like bullet points. So it's like a rubber. You can rub it out, right? So I've got it because I need to be organized. But then, like, the daily task part, it's like I can write my daily task and you can tick it off. So you could do things like that. Yeah. So I just had to tell you that, because you can write it all on there and then make sure you tick it off. So you basically, no matter how I feel in myself, whether I've made progress or not, whether I'm having a good day or a bad day, no matter what, I'm gonna do those things basically. So I'm gonna get my steps in every day. So set a step goal. So it could be like 10,000 steps. It doesn't have to be 10,000 steps. If you are at the minute like really inactive and you're only doing 2,000 steps, making the jump from 2,000 to 10,000 is just too much. So you can make the jump to like 5,000, 6,000. Do you know what I mean? Like, so set realistic goals for yourselves, realistic step goals, but by making sure no matter how you feel, you do those daily goals. So because the only way you're going to actually see progress is by actually carrying on. Like, no matter how you feel, like, you might feel like you're not making that much progress, or you're not making like as much progress as you want, but you will never make that progress if you don't do the things you need to do. So set daily goals, list them off, and make sure you do it no matter how you feel, no matter how like much progress you feel like you've made. Just keep going, because that's where you're going to see the results. So that's what I've done. So no matter how I feel, what helps me, as long as I've got my daily goals that I have set myself to do, I'll do them, and then eventually the results will come. So that's how you stay, basically, I wouldn't say motivated, but you just do it no matter what. It's like building that discipline, and discipline is so much more important than motivation. And then check some picture. Make sure you like the stream. Oh yeah, guys, if you can like the stream, I think that helps it out. I'm guessing it does. So if everyone right now, while I'm knocking my phone, gives it a like, I'd appreciate it. Okay, and the second tip or the second thing that I do to stay motivated, to get me through the times where I'm not feeling like I'm making much progress, is I make sure that I track my progress right from the beginning. So if you haven't tracked, if you've basically already started and you've not basically taken the pictures and the measurements and stuff that I always say to do in the beginning, then you do it now. And then no matter what, every time you feel like you're not making progress, track your progress, look at where you started. So to stay, or like to keep going, basically make sure you have different ways of measuring your progress, because you might step on the scale and feel like you've not lost a lot of weight, but if you can look at other ways that you've measured your progress, you might actually see a difference. So for example, weighing yourself, measuring your body, the way clothes fit, how much you're lifting at the gym, how you feel in yourself, your mental health, that's a way to measure your progress as well. Because even if you haven't lost any weight this week, even if, I don't know, the clothes, everything's the same, but your mental health is better because you've been prioritizing your exercise and you're feeling better in yourself, you're not as bloated, that's still progress. That's still like you're still winning, basically. So that's what I've done throughout my journey. Was I took before pictures. I didn't want to take the before pictures. Like, I did not want to look at myself in my bra and knickers. I'm telling you now, when I first like before I lost weight and I was bigger, like I didn't look in the mirror, like even with like clothes on, I didn't like it. Like I remember, like, oh, side note again, I would walk through, like, you know, like town centre and stuff, and they'll have like the 4 mirrors, and then if I turn and I see myself, I'll like, just sometimes I'll just be in shock. I'll be like, do I actually look like that? Because I wouldn't look at my body. So to take them before pictures, I was really uncomfortable. Like I really did not want to take the before pictures, but I forced myself to do it, and I forced myself to look at the reality of it. But doing that has really helped me, because even after like a month, and I would take another picture, and I would compare the two, I would actually see like a massive progress. And that would just keep me going. So just keep comparing the pictures. You don't have to post it anywhere. It can just be for you. Like I'm not telling anyone that you have to post it and share pictures of yourself like I have, but just having it for yourself, and then like put the pictures together in a little collage, and even like point out the little differences, like then my belly is a little bit in than it was like here. Do you know what I mean? Like it does make you like see how much progress you've made. But even not just that, because sometimes you might not be able to see that much of a difference. So taking before measurements, that's one thing I didn't do. I didn't take a measurement of like my stomach or my arms, like to begin with, and I really wish I did, because in that way you can see the difference way clothes are fit in. So another way I measured my progress was, I remember there was this pair of jeans that I didn't fit in, and then when I'd lost a bit of weight, I pulled them up, and then they could fit like just a little bit higher over my hips. And then another time, like I tried it on, and then they actually went all the way up, but I couldn't get the button across. And then there was like a few months later, like I tried it on again, and I could get the button on, but it was like proper tight against my stomach. But I was just so happy I could get it up. And then I remember after I lost all the weight, I tried them on, and they were baggy, but they were too big. And it's just, I can't explain it. It's just really, really good feeling. So it's another way to measure your progress. And obviously, like I said, your mental health, even like with lifting weights, like you might not feel like you're building muscle, but if you're lifting even 2.5, 1.25 kilograms heavier on a certain lift, then you're progressing. That's progress, and any little progress is progress, and you should celebrate it. So that is another way that I kind of made sure that I stayed on track, like, and how I dealt with feeling like I well, it's just so fun to have, like, yeah, wow, so fun to have you live. Welcome to the live. I've lost my train of thought now. This is why I don't want to work out in a gym, the damn mirrors. I know, but you know what's actually crazy about that is when I first started training or going to the gym, even I didn't even start training, I just started going to the gym. I hate looking in the mirrors myself, yeah. And then now, like since I thought gym lighting, like when I would go to the gym, it's so like, it's weird. It's just, oh, my fingers are blowing out. Anyway, so it's weird because you have like two sides. Like when I first went, I was like, gym lighting just makes me look horrible. I just look so like big. And then like now, like gym lighting, a lot of the times, like I will flex in the mirror, and like I'll finish a set and I'll look in the mirror and make sure no one's looking like that. Because of Joe, I don't know. But so I'm just sharing that because maybe like hopefully after like you've been going for a while and you build up, like you obviously you lose weight, you start feeling better in yourself, but you build up that confidence. And like lifting weights, I feel like gives you such a good self-esteem because like you feel yourself, you feel strong and empowered. So like it might give you that confidence that you actually want to look in the mirror and like flex. I don't know, just me, maybe, I don't know. But that's the second thing as well, how I think it, yeah, you know what I mean, innit? Okay, all right. So I tracked my progress, right? The third thing that I do to help me stay on track. I'm so glad you were doing this because this is what I'm struggling with right now. All right, that's it. So right, so the third tip hopefully will help you then. So the third tip is, oh yeah, good self-care. So basically, when I feel like I'm not making a lot of progress, I'm feeling rubbish about myself, or I'm just like not feeling great, I feel like sure I prioritize my self-care. Thank you. You like my nose ring? I make sure that I'm prioritizing my self-care, because as long as like my mental health, I genuinely believe like if your mental health is not in a good spot, then you, no matter what, like you find it hard to actually take care of yourself and do things to make you feel good. If you first take care of your mind and just the way you feel internally, then you will want to do things that make you feel good, regardless of whether, oh yeah, by the way, this came off last night. I'm going to sort it out. All right, Yeah, so no matter what, the way you feel, this is why I probably should just do normal videos, because like I get so off track. But anyway, it's really bugging me, this nail. It came off, and then like, you know, when it's like broken and it keeps catching on things. But I feel like if you take care of like yourself, your mind first, then you want to do things for your body that is good for you, no matter what, like progress, if that makes sense. No matter whether it's for weight loss or for looking a certain way, you want to do it because um you feel like it just is good for you, it's for your health. Do you know what I mean? Like when you actually feel mentally good in yourself, then you want to do that. So things like self-care is when I'm not feeling great about myself, like I will do my hair, do my lashes, do things that make me feel like I like make myself look good, if that makes sense. But take care of myself. Like to have like long bubble baths with like candles. I play music. I do some meditating. I do reading. Like anything to like take me away from over consuming my time with and my mind with I haven't made progress, and like self-doubt and like making myself feel bad and talking bad about myself. I will try and do things that make me feel good, going for a walk, going and train, anything like that. So it makes me feel better about myself. It just helps me. How do I manage that with the kids? If there's a way I could put this on show, I could put it on the screen. Yeah, I'm a professional. How do you manage that with the kids? So how do I manage what self-care with the kids? So um with like I don't know, like going, if I was to, things like Sunday was yesterday, wasn't it? So I like to go for nature walks and stuff. Sometimes I will take the kids with me, but if I want that time for myself, I'm grateful that I have a good support system. So I have like my best friend Ashley, she will watch them for me, or obviously their dad will watch them. So I try and take my time out for like my walks, and the same with like training and stuff. With my training, the kids are at school when I go to the gym most of the time, so I drop them off to school, and then um I will go to the gym, so I don't really have to like worry too much about that. And I am quite fortunate in the sense that I don't have to take the kids to school and then rush off to like a 9 to 5 job, if that makes sense. Like, and I understand a lot of people do have that, so I'm very grateful that I get that, if that makes sense. But other ways is like self-care. So I do a lot of my self-care in the evenings when the kids are in bed. So sometimes like if I know I need that extra like couple of hours in the evening to like wind down, I'm I'm not ashamed to say it, I'll put the kids to bed a little bit earlier. I'm like, come on, guys, I get them in their bedtime routine earlier, and I try to settle them down earlier because they take a long time to go to sleep as well. So I will get them to bed, and then I will like run my bubble bath, and I will do I like to read self-help books and stuff in the bath, or like listen to music, and I will kind of do most of my self-care in the evening. And yeah, so that's kind of how I manage it with kids. But yeah, so self-care I feel like is a good way for me that I managed to deal with the times where like I weren't really making much progress. And even now, like I try and do that now because I'm trying to be in a cut right now. So, and it does feel like it's very slow, but I need to, like, what I just keep trying to remind myself is like it is slow and steady, and it's not focusing on like the end result, if that makes sense. So I just do like self-care and stuff anytime I feel like I'm not making much progress. It's good to exercise with kids. My parents did that with me. That's very true. That is very true. Even like if I feel like I need to go out for a walk and stuff, yeah, I would take the kids, especially for me. When I go for a walk, like just in my area, that's down like on main roads and stuff. When I'm by myself, I don't really like to take them on a walk with me around in my area, just like on the pavement roads, just because of where they do have autism. Sometimes if they have a meltdown on my own with them, or they don't always like, they're not the best listening. It's not the best listening. It's more like they get distracted and overwhelmed with certain things, and they can run out into the road. Although they're getting a bit older, it is a little bit easier. They are, especially when I feel like I'm really icking myself out of this nail. I'm so sorry, but I do feel like they are a little bit better behaved with me now. But I do find it hard to take them out sometimes by myself. So that's why like sometimes I'll get like someone to watch them, like Ashley or their dad. And also um when I do go to like nature walks and stuff, I will drive there with them, and then that way, like it's just so much. I feel like it's just so much safer because they're not like going to run out into traffic or anything, so they can just like run around near me and stuff, and I don't really need to worry. And they like going out on their walks as well. And then there's one in my area that has like a big park there as well, like an adventure playground park. So I'd like to take them there as well. And it's really, yeah, it's nice for them as well. So there's ways you can kind of exercise with your kids. Okay, so I will do like, if you guys want me to kind of answer questions, I will, if we wait till like after I finish with the video, like the tips, if that makes sense, like how I manage it, and then at the end I will do like, we can do like a little mini Q&A kind of thing. But if you have questions like regarding what I'm saying during this, if that makes sense, like that's about the point that I'm making, then you can ask and then I'll put it on the screen and answer it. And then any kind of extra questions we can do like at the end. I'm just thinking more for like, because I'm going to save the life for people that are watching the video. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that would be good. So yeah, the self-care. Next way that I keep on track is when I'm not really seeing much results is by having a routine. It's kind of similar to like the daily tasks that I set myself, but it's a bit different. So it's not like just doing the tasks. It's like having a routine and a way of doing things. So I'm taking away the extra stress of making a choice. So like, you know, when if I was to just not have any routine, no structure to my day at all, and this is what I see a lot of people doing that haven't yet added going say to gym as part of their routine. So people that haven't already added that in as part of their habits and as their routine, go into the gym, and so they say, okay, I'm going to join the gym, and they haven't put a structure or a plan on what days or what times they're going to go. So it's okay, well, when you wake up in the morning, it's, do I go to the gym today? And you have to ask yourself a question, should I go? I feel like I should go to the gym today. But then because it's not set in stone and it's not part of your routine, you have a choice to make. And that's going to depend on how you feel, if you feel to go to the gym or not. And half the time, if you're not making progress, it goes two ways. Sometimes if you're not making progress, that will motivate you to want to make progress. But a lot of the times, if don't feel like you're making progress, it could just make you feel like, what's the point? And you are already feeling quite negative. So you're not feeling in the mood to go. So you will have to make that choice. And each time you have to make that choice, you have a decision, yes or no. And if you're not feeling great, then you're going to be like, no. And you're going to make excuses, and then you're going to go with that. So you're less likely to go and go to the gym. That's just an example. So by having a routine, knowing, okay, for me, my personal routine is I get up in the morning, get the kids ready for school, take them to school, I go to the gym and I train. I'm getting it out of the way in the morning, not out of the way because I actually really, really love it. But that's how it was for me in the beginning, is getting it done when I have the most energy in the morning, when I have the time, I don't have the kids. It's part of my routine. I then didn't have to think about it anymore. I just said Monday to Friday, the kids are at school. That's my time. I'm going to just use an hour. It wasn't even an hour to start off with. It was 20, 30 minutes at the gym. And I'm just going to go. Like, I'm not going to choose whether I feel like it or not. I'm just going to go. So even on the days where I didn't feel like I had any progress, even in the days where I didn't feel like going, because it was part of my routine, I just went. It wasn't a choice. I would just go. Unless there was like something like I was really, really ill and I physically couldn't go. But do you know what I mean? So having a routine, not just with exercise, but with the way you eat. So with me, I kind of have a routine of like, I know what kind of things I'm going to have for breakfast. I know when I'm tracking, I make my food and I track at the same time. So I'm not thinking twice about it. I know like when I'm going to go food shopping and grab food and what kind of foods I'm going to pick up, because it's all part of my routine. Anyway, let's see, making me gassy. I know that when I pick up the kids from school, I come home and I do the dinner, and then I go for my walk, so I'm getting my steps in. So it's like all part of my routine. I don't think about it. So I'm still hitting those daily goals, but because I've got a routine. So no matter how I feel in the moment, whether I'm making progress or not, I'm going to carry on doing it. Because like I said, if you don't feel like you're making progress, you're not going to magically make progress by stopping what you're doing. The only way you're going to see progress is if you keep doing what you need to do, and then you will eventually see progress. You just have to be patient. You have to be consistent. So these are tips to basically stay consistent. And yeah, that's it. Oh, I go gym. My baby is 8 months old. It's difficult for me to get to the gym or go walking because of the weather. Yeah, I get that actually. Yeah, I know it's definitely hard when you have got a baby, and then if the weather's like rubbish, you can't go to the gym, you've not got anyone to watch, and especially with a young baby, it's kind of hard to leave your baby for a long period of time. Obviously, if the weather is good, take the baby with you for a walk, but that you can also do things like at home. So I know it's kind of hard, but when Elijah and Caden were babies, they wouldn't let me put them down. I think it's part of their autism and stuff, but I had to hold them 24/7. So what I ended up doing was I ended up getting like the sling, baby sling carrier things. Obviously, maybe your baby is like, can let you put them down. But if you can get like YouTube videos, and there's even like walking, like you can get your steps in at home. And I would just say any movement, like you don't have to have the perfect exercise, but if you're setting like 30 minutes a day to some kind of activity, if you can't even get out for a walk around as much as you can, do cleaning. I'm telling you, like that was things that I did as well. I remember when we was in lockdown, I couldn't leave the house. I still got 10,000 steps in my hallway. I broke it up in my hallway, and my hallway is like really small. So I would get up, and before I even did anything, I would I think I did 20 minutes. I put headphones in and I was just on my phone, walking up and down the hallway, getting steps in, and then I'd have my breakfast, then I'll do it again. And I still managed to get my steps in, and I live in a small like flat. So it's just about trying to find little ways of just trying to stay active as much as you can. Obviously, I know it's hard with baby, but there is little things you can do at home to kind of get some activity in. And I feel like the most important thing with weight loss isn't the activity. Obviously, that's good for your health and it's good to help you burn calories. And I will like advocate for that, but it is more focusing on what you eat and your calorie consumption. So if you focus on that and you're not as active, that just means you're going to have less calories, but that's okay. Like if you're not as active, then you just focus on eating less, and then when you can get more active, you can increase the calories a little bit more. I popped on to say thank you for all your inspiring posts. I started my journey August 2023 and I'm now down 98 pounds and no surgery. I love you, girl, and again thank you. Oh, that's well good, well done, congratulations. So you are on Saw It Now, great, yay, I'm here. Right, so all right, we'll have a chat in a minute. Oh, that's actually so cool. Okay, I lost 90 pounds walking at home. See, yeah, that's well cool, well done. That's actually sick. You're walking at home. So what did you do? Like just walking around, or did you buy like? What I would want to get is my friend's got it. You know the just like the treadmill, but it's like just the platform. I would love that, but like I feel like I've already got a bike machine here. I'm not really using it that much, and I do like to get out and go for walks outside. I just feel like it would be so handy to have one of them like step walking things. But anyway, so back to what I do to basically stay stay consistent, trust to basically, stay consistent, stay motivated, even if I'm not seeing the fast results that I want. And that is basically, long story short of it, basically, is that I just have to trust the process. Like right now, I am seeing very slow progress, if any much progress, like weight wise. But I know from experience that all I need to do is trust the process. Like literally just focus on what I have to do every single day, and I know I will eventually reach my goal. Same with you guys. Like if you do what you need to do, track your calories, eat in a calorie deficit, exercise, move more, lift weights if it's to build muscle, no matter what, like I'm making healthy choices for the most part, like eating high protein, making healthy choices, eating high volume, low calorie dense food. As long as like you're doing that, you're going to see results. It's not going to happen tomorrow. It's slow and steady. And the slower we lose weight anyway, the slower we make progress, the more likely it is to stick. And that's kind of what we have to focus on more, rather than just trying to get to our like where we want to be tomorrow or the next day or whatever. We'll get there eventually, and we'll actually be able to stay there. And instead of focusing so much, and I have to keep telling myself this as well, instead of like focusing so much on like the end result and like where you want to be, have that in your mind. You know that's where you want to be. That's like your destination, if that makes sense. Like that's what you want. But instead of like focusing on that, because no matter what, even when you reach that, there's going to be a new goal. So the goalposts keep moving. So you're never going to really be 100% happy when you get there, because you're going to have another goal to keep you going. So it's more important to focus on your day to day and actually enjoy the process, enjoy the exercise you're doing. It's just a massive tip to anyone who is losing weight or even just living a healthier lifestyle, is to do what you enjoy. So like eat foods that you enjoy. Find a way to eat in a calorie deficit, eat healthy, but make the foods that you are eating healthy enjoyable. Make it so that it's an enjoyable diet for you. So that even if you're not seeing progress, it's not like you're punishing yourself anyway. It's not like you're like, oh, why did I eat all of that? Like, why did I eat all of them vegetables when I didn't have to because I'm not even seeing any progress? You're not going to feel like that because you enjoy the food you're eating. So you're going to eat it regardless because it makes your body feel good. You feel better eating it because like you've got so much more energy. You're not feeling lethargic. You're not feeling bloated. You're feeling good in yourself. You're enjoying the food. You found a way to make the food taste good. So you're enjoying it anyway. So you're not going to like feel that feeling of like, oh, I'm doing all of this and I'm not even seeing any progress. You're just going to do it because you want to do it. And then the same with exercise, like find an exercise that is enjoyable for you, that makes you feel good, that you actually would want to do regardless of whether you see results or not, because it adds to your life basically. So like me, even if like I want to, I'm trying to build muscle, even if I'm not seeing fast results, that's not going to make me not want to go to the gym, because I actually really like going to the gym. I like lifting weights. I like measuring my progress in different ways, so like feeling stronger. Yeah, like, do you know what I mean? Like, it just makes me feel good and it's good for my mental health as well. So as long as like you do exercise that you actually enjoy, then you're not going to feel like you're punishing yourself and then have that thought of, oh, I'm punishing myself for nothing. I'm doing all of this for nothing. And if you think of it as well, eating healthy, exercising, focusing on your health and doing things that you like, as long as you're doing, obviously trying to lose weight in a healthy, sustainable way, then it's not going to be a waste. So like, you're not going to have that feeling of like, oh, I'm doing all of this for nothing. Because even if you haven't seen that pound weight loss that you wanted to see, you still going for that 30-minute walk a day or hour walk, or whatever, still training, still doing that cardio, still eating lots of fruits and vegetables and high protein, that's still going to benefit your health anyway. It's not a waste. Like, no one will say, oh, I wish I didn't work out now. Do you know what I mean? It's still good for you and it's still going to be benefiting you regardless of whether you've lost 1 pound that week or not. So just keep going with it, stay consistent, and just don't give up. And you won't fail if you don't give up. I always say that, but it's true. You can't fail if you don't give up, and you will push through it. And that uncomfortable feeling of not seeing any progress and stuff, once you push through it, you will start seeing results. And obviously, if it's been like a good few weeks and you're not making any progress, then all you need to do is reduce your calories a little bit, or exercise a little bit more, like increase your activity, do a few more like 1,000 steps, burn a little bit more extra calories, and you will see results. No matter what, as long as you're in a calorie deficit, you're going to lose body fat. As long as you are eating enough protein, lifting heavy and training, you're going to gain muscle. Like, obviously muscle gain is a lot harder and it's a lot more kind of to it, but you're going to see progress. So just don't give up, and you'll see it. But these are just tips though to stop you from giving up basically, but that is how I've basically done it. So yeah, I think that's it. Let me just double check my notes that I haven't got anything else, and then we can have a little nap. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, I hope you guys found that helpful, but we can do like have a little chat. I don't know how long I've been on live for, but I do need to go soon because I want to have some lunch and get the kids from school. So yeah, right, I'm going to show some of you guys' comments, right? So show Louise, you're the most real fitness person on YouTube. Thanks for sharing your experience and advice. It's a huge help. Thank you. Hi Louise, I've never caught you live. Love following your journey. Thanks for all the tips along the way. Well, to be fair, I haven't actually done that many lives. So, but this is like the first of many, and I'm going to sort out, I don't know whether the camera quality is that great or not, or the audio, and I'm not sure whether it's going to change when it's like saved. So I don't know, but I've literally set up my camera and everything. I'm so annoyed because it weren't giving me the option on here to, basically, I can either change the camera to have it on my camera, which is a lot better quality with the mic and everything, but it's not coming up as an option. It's just coming up with the camera on the laptop. So I don't know why it's doing that, but so I don't know how the quality is, but there will be more lives. And which you know what's annoying? I've actually bought a new cable for my camera to my laptop because the other one is too short, so I needed a longer one so that I could connect it. and the USB thing isn't even USB. So yeah, I don't know if it's that or not, but it's just annoying. But yeah. Uh, right. I feel like hold on. I feel like you had another comment up there. So I'm trying to catch up on older comments as well. Woohoo, go girl! You're inspiration for everyone to lose weight. Thank you. I'm going to try and pop up as many of your comments as possible. I lost 90 pounds walking at home. Oh, yeah, I see that one. I think that's well cool. Well done on your weight loss, by the way. Ooh. I just walk around my apartment and dance about especially dance. Oh my god, dancing is so good. That's true, right? But does anyone else remember like Zumba, like on the Wii? So I used to have like the Wii, and do I still have it? Maybe it's, I think it's the kids have got it in their room. But the Wii, and then there's like Zumba and Just Dance. They're really good exercises. So like you could probably get like I don't know, most people probably have a Wii. I'm sure, I don't know if there's like another thing that's like similar to it where you can do Zumba, but I used to love doing Zumba with like the belt and everything and Just Dance. They're really good ways that if you're at home and you've got like a baby at home or you can't get out, like even if you just chuck on music and just dance around, but like they're really good exercises to be fair. Routine is everything. It is. Trust the process. I've posted that on the wall. All you have said, if you don't quit, you cannot fail, or you can't fail if you don't give up. Exactly. I am steady going down now. Love it. Love to hear it. Right, how do I? Oh wait, we've done that one. Maybe I've gone up a bit too further. Every time I'm in doubt, I listen to tons of your videos and that helps a lot. Oh, I love that. I love it when people say that they watch my videos and it keeps them going. I actually think that's really cool. So that's another tip, all right? If you feel like you're not making progress, watch some of my videos. But I am going down now. That's good. I think it is often a lot of anxiety to not make it, but I know how I am using the Vegans method. I like that wink. I really can't do like, I really wish I could do like a really sexy wink, but my wink is really cringe because I open my mouth at the same time. You are so awesome, Louise. We all need more encouragement and you're good at it. Oh, thank you. Push through it. I have to print that on a poster to the wall too. Yes, exactly. Push through it. Don't give up. I always think weight loss is a huge mind game. How do you find shifting your thought process and shifting your outlook? Do you ever do counseling, etc.? I always think weight loss is a huge mind game. How did you? Sorry, sometimes I just have to process it. You know? How did you find shifting your thought process to? Oh, like so. I'm sorry. I just have to like translate it to my brain. So, you mean? How did you find shifting your thought process and shifting your outlook, like changing my mindset from what to how I was before to not giving up? I don't know. I feel like with me, like when it was that night where I was wearing that top and stuff and I felt like rubbish about myself, I just remember thinking like, do you know what? I'm so sick and tired of feeling like this. And I just didn't want to give up. Like I was set, like I was just like, I'm not like I feel like sometimes it takes you feeling like hitting rock bottom, feeling so bad about yourself to just be like, I am never feeling like this again. And so it just clicked something in me. I was just like, I'm not giving up. Like, I'm just not like, I don't care how long it takes. I'm not going to feel like this again. I don't want to be like this anymore. Like, I just want to feel good about myself. Like, I don't deserve to feel like this, and I don't want to feel like this ever again. Because that night, like, I did feel so bad about myself, and I was just like, do you know what? And it was like not just that night; it was like so much leading up to it. But it was just at that point, I was just like, no, I'm done. So like every time, like every day that or every moment that I wanted to kind of like give up, or I felt like I wasn't making progress, and I was like, do you know what am I doing this for? Sometimes I did feel like that. I was like, oh, what am I doing? And I'll just remember that, and I'll just be like, nah, I'm not going back to that. And if I give up now, then all of the work that I've put in, all of the weight that I have lost, even though I've still got like another 50 pounds to go, all of that weight that I've lost already, as soon as if I give up now, I'm going to regain all of that back and more, because I know I've lost weight and gained weight again, like before, like lost little bits of weight and then gained that back plus more. So I was like, I know for a fact if I give up and I don't just push through this and I go back to the way I was, I'm going to go back to the way I was and probably get bigger and feel worse in that. And I refuse to feel like that again. I was just like, I'm not doing it. So there was no other alternative apart from to just keep going. So I think that's what changed my mindset, was just like basically hitting my rock and being like, nah, I'm never doing it again. My child has autism and I couldn't put her down either. She barely slept, always under 2 hours to eat, and didn't sleep for 4 years like that. I'm getting us healthy now thanks to her though. Oh, that's good. That's good. You're getting always under 2 hours to eat. Yeah. I swear that, yeah, it takes a long time with them. She barely slept, always under 2 hours to eat, and I didn't sleep for 4 years like that. Yeah. It is tough. It is tough. Like, yeah, it is. I know how you feel, because obviously, like with Caden and Elijah, yeah, it was, especially they're so much better now. But like, yeah, when they were younger, I literally so many times would have to like sleep like holding him up like that, because he just wouldn't lay down at all. Even like, yeah, when he was getting a bit older. A great way to build a habit is to never go more than 2 days in a row without doing it. Before long, you would have developed the habit and you will love it. That's true. That is true. They say that as well. Like if you miss more than 3 days of the gym, then that's like the start of your downfall. I've definitely missed more than 3 days of the gym. Like more like maybe like the end of last year. But it's true though. You don't want to keep putting things off, and yeah, don't make it a habit. And that's another thing I did as well with like a lot of people say like, how do you deal with like days where you go and overeat, or like say it was like my birthday or Christmas. I never really let it go over 2 days of over consuming my calories. So say if like I've got my birthday, I won't track calories on my birthday, won't track calories either the day before, the day after, but I won't really let it go on for like weeks. So like I will give myself a couple of days and then I will go back to tracking, because I don't want to be continuously overeating. Because overeating 1 or 2 days isn't going to make a big difference. It's not going to really make you, it's not going to make or break you basically. But if you're going to do it consistently, and it doesn't mean that even if you overeat for a week, that's going to mean that you're going to be overweight forever. It doesn't mean that. But it's a lot easier to get into that habit of overeating if you make it a consistent thing every day for like a longer period of time. And it's going to be a lot harder to get back into tracking your calories and eating at maintenance or a deficit. So that's why I've always like kind of only given myself like a few days, like one, if it's like, I don't know, an event or something, and I'm just gonna, I want to go over my calories or whatever, then it would just be like one day. But my birthday, sometimes I give myself like a couple of days, right? Because I like to have a birthday week, and it's probably me drinking alcohol as well. But yeah, that's true. Yeah, I caught you live. I used to be the same weight as your highest, same height. So seeing your progress definitely motivated me with my own journey. I make you to 8 pounds down so far. Oh, well done. That's so cool. Oh, why can't I click? That's really good. You have done amazing, ridiculously. Is that like slang for ridiculously? Thank you. I love that. So proud of you and hope I follow in your amazing success. Oh, thank you. I'm trying to go down on these comments. Right, let's try and catch up. Have you done any detox, or what you believe helps you detox? Glad to finally be on a live stream with you. Oh, welcome to the live stream. No, I haven't done any detox. I don't really believe in detoxing. Actually, I don't think like juice cleanses and detoxing or anything. That's not. I don't think you detox. I think it's a load of rubbish. I think it's made by like the diet industry just to make money. It's just there's no detox. The only way your body naturally detoxes itself: eat healthy, eat lots of fruits and vegetables. If you're overweight, lose weight, eat in a calorie deficit, that your body naturally, I believe, detoxes, especially like if you're eating healthy, as in like lots of fruits, lots of vegetables, you're getting all of your nutrients, like your healthy fats, your protein, your body will like naturally cleanse itself. If you drink like, I don't know, alcohol, detox yourself by not drinking alcohol and drink lots of water. Yeah, like drink lots of water. Your body, I just feel like it naturally detoxes itself. Hi, Lou, sending love from Australia. Oh, good day, mate. That's so cringe. Hi, Louise, mum of two, starting out my journey. Just wondering if you can recommend any good videos for home workouts. My son has autism and I don't have anyone to help with childcare, so gym is a no-go. Good videos for workouts. If you can invest in a bike machine, I know not everyone can, but if you can, I'm pretty sure I've linked this somewhere. It's a lab grade one. It's a really good one, to be fair. But if you can get a bike one, because there's this woman on YouTube, she does really good spin class videos that I do. Her name is Kaylee. Oh, I know Kaylee something. Let me see if I can find her quickly. Kaylee. Even if you just type in, I think it's like spin. She comes up. Pretty. What is her name? There's Kaylee Cohen cycling. Kaylee Cohen cycling. Let me see if I can show you. Her. She has really good videos. When I go on bike, because I feel like if I'm just pedaling slowly, leisurely, I'm not really burning that many calories, and it's not as fun. Her classes are really fun. So if you've got a bike machine, or if you can invest in that, I would definitely recommend that. Other homework, I don't really do that many. I just would type in like if I was you, like type in like, I don't know, 30-minute calorie burner or something, and I'm sure you will just, anything that gets you moving is going to be good. I'm not sure about like Chloe Ting. I know loads of people love her workouts and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. There's loads of, if you just YouTube it, to be honest, it would be, and like dance, Zumba. I sleep a bit bad because of the calorie deficit. That's my problem. Getting to sleep, especially. Any advice for that? But I am 1,600 to 1,700 calories, and it's only 0.5 kilograms a week, but maybe higher. It's So make sure you're eating high protein. Make sure you are getting enough healthy fats, because if your diet as well is too low in fats, that can make you quite hungry as well. So make sure you are like eating enough fat. I think the minimum for a woman is 30 grams. I think that's the minimum. You don't really want to be going below that. So make sure you're getting at least that, 30 to 50 grams. But it depends on obviously your macro split as well. But I'm pretty sure the minimum is about 30 grams. I could be wrong though, so don't like hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure. And then so you make sure you're eating healthy fats. Make sure you are getting enough protein, like loads of protein with every meal. Make sure you're eating high volume food, so lots of fruits, lots of vegetables. Make sure you're getting enough fiber. As long as you're eating that, make sure you're drinking enough. Maybe not have too much caffeine as well. That was a problem with me. I drink too much caffeine in the day. I find it hard to get to sleep when I don't get good sleep. What else you can do? So make sure you're doing all of that, and then 0.5 kilograms a week. What is that in pounds? I normally go by pounds. What is that in pounds? It's about, is that a week? Google it so I can get it right. But as well, if you're weight training and you're losing 0.5 kilograms, that's 1.1 pounds. Yes, that sounds about right. But if you're weight training, then you could be like building muscle and losing fat at the same time, which could mean that you're actually in a bigger calorie deficit, and then you might need to increase your calories. But I'll say make sure you're doing all of those other things first, and maybe set some calories closer to bedtime for yourself, where you can have like a high protein snack before you go to bed that's like quite filling, so that can probably help with that. And as long as you're doing all the other things I said, it hasn't helped, and yeah, maybe increase your calories by like 100 calories. So you could go to like 1,800 calories and then see how you get on with that. Obviously, you don't want to take yourself out of your calorie deficit, but I think if you're only increasing it by 100 calories and then just see how you feel, that's not going to make much of a difference to weight loss wise. I'm trying to get down to the newer comments now. I love this one. I love what your what you eat in a day videos. I'm now a Nando sauce fan. I'm glad you love it. People always get so like shocked at how much I can eat of it. I've been eating it since I started losing weight. I'm telling you, since I started losing weight, since I started right from the beginning, I've been having Nando sauce every single day. My taste buds are immune to spicy foods now, and I literally just put it on like gravy. I love it. So I will be doing more what I eat in a day videos as well. Let me just double check the time. 1:19. All right, so we'll do some more comments. But has this live been all right, guys? Like, I don't know if I ramble too much. Like, because I know when I edit my videos, you guys don't understand. When I edit my videos, sometimes I have to edit out so much rambling. Like, you guys will see like a 20-minute video, and I probably edited like 20 minutes out of that of me rambling. The last year, all right, hold on. The last year and a half, I've gotten myself in the best physical condition of my life. And the last 3 months, I've been caring for my father as he is in the end stage of life. Hard to keep up the routine. Oh, right. So first, I want to say, like, well done. I'm so happy to hear that you're in the best physical condition of your life. That's amazing. I'm really happy for you. But I'm so sorry to hear about your father. And I understand, like, don't beat yourself up for things like this. Like, if you find yourself in like a difficult point in your life, like you're caring for your father, give yourself grace and understand that, yeah, you're not going to be keeping up exactly the same routine as you was before, and that's okay. Like, sometimes there's certain things in life that's a bit more important and that take the center of your life first, like that come first as a priority in your life first before certain things. I think as long as like you are making sure you are taking time for yourself to have self-care for yourself, and obviously, you know, obviously you're caring for him, but don't forget to care about yourself as well. As long as you're doing that, don't beat yourself up if you don't, I don't know, like if you comfort yourself so one day with like going over your calories and you get yourself, I don't know, like a meal or something, and it's just like, I don't think you should ever beat yourself up for certain things like this. And I've had so many people message me about where they're going through a loss of really like some different kinds and stuff, and because of that loss, but they've been grieving, they've gained a bit of weight. If that's the case, like, don't beat yourself up for it. Please give yourself grace, because you would never turn around to one of your friends who was going through the same. If they gained a little bit of weight because of that, you would never turn around and be like, oh, you're a failure. You wouldn't. You would have compassion for them and understand their circumstance. So kind of give yourself that grace as well. So like, don't beat yourself up for not having going through like keeping up exactly the same routine, because obviously you're caring for your father and that's more important at the minute. But just make sure you are giving yourself like self-care. This coming Sunday is Easter and it includes all of the large family meals. How would you handle this? I'm not sure since I started. I'm just starting my journey. I think how I dealt with it when I first started is different to how I deal with it now, because I've already lost the weight. Even though I am still trying to be in a cut, I'm a lot more lenient now than what I was when I started losing weight. Because when I started losing weight, obviously I had a lot of weight to lose, and that was my main goal. Like, what I really wanted was to lose weight, and I put that as like my priority. So when it was Easter, when I was losing weight, I allowed myself a little bit of chocolate. Like, I didn't say I couldn't have any chocolate, but I didn't eat like that much. So like, I remember I would have like bits. I didn't get myself an Easter egg, for example, but I would eat like a little bit of the kids' one, and I would track it as well. So it was always within my calories, and I would have like some chocolate eggs, like pieces of it. I say pieces of it. Like, I didn't eat on Easter like a whole egg. I would, yeah, like take some of the kids' chocolate, track it, and then I would have chocolate. But it was like, they have chocolate that lasts like a whole week. So I was like, throughout that week after Easter, I was eating chocolate here and there, but just tracking it. Whereas now, if someone was to buy me an Easter egg, I don't think I'll buy myself an Easter egg. I'll probably get some chocolate, but like, and the kids' Easter eggs and stuff, I always take. Does anyone else do this, or am I just bad? But I'm teaching them about life. I take tax off the kids' food, so if they got an Easter egg, I'm like, pass it. You got to learn about life. Everything gets taxed in life. I take a little bit, and I call it tax. So I'm gonna tax their Easter egg, yeah. So I'm gonna have a little bit of their Easter egg. But with meals out, like, I'm not gonna go out for a meal out though. But like a roast dinner, I won't track that. I just will on the day. I basically, like, with special occasions like Easter, Christmas, birthdays, I don't really track too much. I try and make sure I eat meals. I think that's a good tip. So like if you are going to eat chocolate eggs or go out for a meal, like, and have like a big roast dinner or whatever, make sure that you're not trying to only eat that stuff. So say if you're going to have chocolate eggs, make sure you have a full breakfast in the morning, you have lunch, allow yourself a bit of chocolate. That way you're not going to overeat too much on the chocolate, because you're already going to have like food in your stomach. Whereas if you're like, okay, I'm going to eat Easter eggs today, so I'm not going to eat breakfast and lunch because I'm going to eat like chocolate, you will eat the chocolate. You'll be so hungry, you're just going to keep eating the chocolate. It's going to be hard to stop. Whereas if you've had like a meal before that's like healthy, got protein, fiber, it's going to fill you up, then you're less likely to like binge on the chocolate, and you're going to just feel so much better in yourself. You're not going to have like the big sugar crash, because you're going to have like food in your body, like you're going to have like that to digest. So you're not going to have like big crashes and stuff, and you're not going to get headaches and stuff. So I'll just say that. No such thing as a detoxify. Let me see if I can get. I feel like. All right. Wait. I feel like I'm not up to date with the comments yet. Hold on. No such thing as the detox. Your body does it on its own. Yeah, facts. Hi Louise, we watched you in flipping years. Clean hotel rooms and listen to you in the background. Always say I have 120 pounds to lose and lose the same stone over and over. Any tips? Sorry, I'm only smiling because you said you listened to me. I think that's so cool. Obviously you do. You're like here, but like I think that's just really cool. That because I do the same. Like when I watch YouTube videos, like I'll be cleaning and I'll have like YouTube on in the background. So like the fact that you do that like with me, I think that's cool. To 120 pounds to lose same stone over and over. Any tips? Right. So my tip would be ask yourself, what are you? The way you're losing that stone is probably not sustainable, because you've showed yourself that you keep regaining that stone back. And I don't mean that to be like don't do that, but like what is it about what you're doing that makes you stop and then go back? Do you know what I mean? Or is there something that you're like, is there a reason why you're self-sabotaging, or what is it that you keep like giving up? Like, is it because you keep going, are you starting off too much? Are you giving yourself like, okay, you going from 0 to 100 and then only being able to stick to it for a certain amount of time, and then because it's such a big change and it's so much, you end up reverting back? Or is it is actually sustainable and you're losing that stone slowly and you're making like you're making it a habit and stuff, but as soon as you hit a stone weight loss, you think, oh, I've lost a stone, and you're almost sabotaging yourself and giving up to regain that stone back. Like it's a subconscious thing. Figure out why you keep regaining the weight back and change it, because the only way you're gonna go past that is if you change something. Something has to change. Something's not working. So figure out what it is that isn't working. Is it because you are starting off like too much and giving yourself too much, and then it becomes overwhelming and then you can't carry on anymore? So then you end up like giving up and then regaining the weight. Or is it a self-sabotage thing where you are doing it sustainably, but then there's for some reason you're stopping yourself at that stone? Because yeah, like you keep losing the same stone over and over again. Jokes. Fun fact: Pursue fitness brand owner was Nando's employee before started doing gym clothes. It's quite cool. I love your videos so much. I'm down 20 kilograms in 6 months. Woo, well done. Oh, that was so cringe. That was such an ick. I give myself the ick so much. You inspired me to start and trust the process. I love that. You have inspired me. Thank you. I lost almost a stone in 9 months. Not too much progress, but okay. Oh, that's good. A stone, that is good. Progress, any progress is progress. Slow progress is progress as well. So you're in a much better position now than you was 9 months ago. So hold on. Good to see you live. Oh, thank you. You should be so proud of you and so proud reading these comments and seeing just how many people you've inspired all over the world. That's amazing, girl. I know, it's actually crazy. I genuinely have imposter syndrome. I tell you that now. Like, and just like, it's just, yeah. It doesn't, yeah. I don't know, but I do definitely think it's imposter syndrome from what like I've heard about imposter syndrome. I feel like I relate to that, so I do think it's that. Tips on giving up smoking. I gave up smoking. I used to smoke. I don't know if anyone knows this, but before I lost weight, I used to smoke. I was a heavy smoker. I wasn't just like a social smoker. I was a heavy smoker. So I smoked 20 cigarettes a day. I was going through a packet of cigarettes a day. And when I decided to lose weight, I stopped smoking at the same time. So I just stopped. Like, I went cold turkey, and I had the worst symptoms, like side effects from it. I was getting nauseous, I was getting dizzy. It was all like, and it was all, I weren't sure whether it was more the stopping smoking, whether it was like sugar crash from like losing weight, but like, I had really bad headaches and migraines, and my chest, like, I developed like this. I never really had a cough when I was smoking, but like when I gave up, like, I think it was like my lungs trying to clear itself out. Like, I developed almost like a chest infection. I was coughing up so much phlegm, and it was disgusting. But I knew that if I wanted to lose weight and be healthy, that I couldn't smoke. Because to me, it just didn't make sense. And I thought I didn't want to lose weight and then give up smoking, because I know that when you stop smoking, you can gain weight. So I just because you eat more. So I was just like, I'm just gonna get it all done at once, and I just stopped smoking. I did have times of like of wanting to smoke, but I think like the biggest thing for me is every time like you get a craving, you just have to distract yourself and just push through that, because when you get a craving, it's like a very intense like thing, and you get frustrated, and almost like you feel angry, you feel like you need to uh smoke, or yeah, you feel like you really need to smoke, and you just have to, but it's a very, if you actually push through the 20-30 minutes that it is, you'll start to feel better. So if you distract yourself, I found that really helped. But I would, yeah, I don't even know how I did it now. I'm thinking back, I'm just like, Nicorette gum is really good as well. So if like you do feel like you really need a cigarette and you need to like wean yourself off, I would say like create like having the gum, and then gradually like get yourself off of the gum. But I don't believe in like gradually cutting down the cigarettes. I just don't think that never worked for me. The amount of times I tried giving up smoking and I tried doing that, it didn't work, because it never worked for me. I could never like, I feel like I'm quite I have an addictive personality, and like once when I started smoking and stuff, I would got to a point where I just ended up smoking so much. I couldn't stop myself from having one if I wanted to have one, if they were just there. So I just made myself not have any at all. Did you find YouTube helped on your journey? I have started to post, but it's so scary. In the beginning, no, because obviously I didn't have YouTube when I started. I didn't start doing, well, I did have YouTube, but I just wasn't doing YouTube, like sharing my weight loss. Okay, I've got to go soon. It wasn't until like I lost quite a bit of weight. I feel like if I tried doing it as like a lot of other YouTubers have done from the beginning of their journey to document it, I don't know. I don't know, because I just don't know whether that would have helped from the beginning. Yeah, because I've seen so many people that started their journey on YouTube and they've not really lost weight. And I don't know whether it's because of the pressure of YouTube or whether that's just reality. A lot of people do struggle to lose weight. So I don't know whether posting it on YouTube would help or not, but it's just hard enough as it is, let alone having people like, even when you're not sharing your journey or like your weight loss or anything online, you get people in your real life like, should you be eating that? Or trying to give you advice on losing weight. And if you're trying to lose weight and you're trying to do it and it's working for you, but you're posting it online and then people are telling you this is wrong, commenting on your body, or you're not losing the weight fast enough, or you're losing weight too quickly, all of the criticism that comes with it, I don't know. I do have a bit of a tough skin though. Some things do get to me, but like I don't know whether that would have bothered me or not. But I'm glad that I did it the way I did it, where I basically already lost most of my weight before I came on YouTube. But YouTube has helped keep me like now more accountable, as in, if I give up now and I regain all of my weight, yeah, and I got back to how I was, I'm not just letting myself down and letting the person that I was down that started the journey, but I feel like I would be letting all of you guys down as well. Like, I basically have showed you guys that you can lose weight and keep it up. So if I was to regain the weight, that's like not great, is it? You guys have like, oh damn, what's the point? She can't even keep it off. So maybe, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know. I want to get to the bottom of the comments, but I don't want to keep missing you guys' comments. Are we down at the bottom? No. I think I am actually. Cool. Am I still live? Yeah, yeah. Watching from Nashville, TN. Tennessee is TN Tennessee? I don't know. And you have inspired me as well. Thanks so much. Love your content. Oh, thank you. Just thank you so much. You've got no idea how much these videos help me. Oh, I love that. Thank you. My biggest problem is emotional eating, and I don't know how to stop it. Also, how do you deal with food cravings, for example, when you want pizza? Right. So I'll just go for the food cravings. How I deal with food cravings, and we'll talk about emotional eating because I feel like I've got a lot more to say about emotional eating. So dealing with food cravings, when you say I want a pizza. If you're trying to lose weight and your main goal is losing weight, that's your priority. So you're not going to want to just order a pizza takeaway every time you feel for a pizza, right? But what you can do is to make weight loss sustainable and enjoyable for you, you can work around your cravings and eat food that you actually enjoy. So you can make a pizza lower calorie. You can so what I do is like either use pita bread or a wrap. I can use like the Skinny Food Co pizza sauce, or if you don't have access to Skinny Food Co pizza sauce, you can use like a tomato puree, a tomato sauce. They're fairly low in calorie on that base. So you can put the base, so say if it's a wrap or even so the wrap you'd want to put in the oven first for a couple of minutes. Then you want to take it out, put this topping on, and then the sauce, and then you put like fat-free or high protein cheese. So in the UK, I don't know about America, but you can get like Eat Lean cheese or like high protein cheese. I prefer that because it's quite low calorie. You get quite a lot of protein in there as well. So you're getting like a decent amount of protein with it. Put that on top, and then you could top it with like some lean meat, like chicken breast, or even like you could do pepperoni, any kind of topping you want. It's going to be healthier than getting a takeaway. Add loads of veg to it. Put that in the oven for a couple of minutes, and then you've got like it hits the pizza craving. Like it tastes good. Like I genuinely think it tastes nice. Obviously, it's not like eating a takeaway pizza, but your goal is to lose weight, so it's just good enough. And it tastes good. And then what I like to do every time I have a pizza like that, say if I had pita pizza, I always have like a bowl of salad on the side because it just makes it more filling for me because I like to eat high volume. You can also like make your own chips. So say if you crave chips, you can cut up some potatoes, like peel some potatoes, cut up some potatoes, spray some fry light on there, season it how you want, salt, pepper, paprika, garlic powder. Like I put loads of different random seasoning on, shake it up. You can use an air fryer, which I need to get an air fryer, or you could just put it in the oven for I think it's like half an hour or something, and then maybe that's too long, I can't remember, I haven't made chips in a long time, but and then you can make chips like that. And then same with like any other food that you crave, just find a way to make, there's always a way to make a healthier version at home. If it's burgers, make them at home, so you're saving so many calories and you're still hitting that craving, and it's going to make losing weight feel so much easier for you. Once you kind of hack that, then losing weight is going to feel so much easier because you're going to still be able to get your cravings. You don't feel like you're missing out on things. Emotional eating, the way you stop emotional eating is you have to get to the root cause. So you actually have to deal with your emotions and learn how to deal with your emotions. Emotional eating is because you were using eating as a coping mechanism for when you are feeling any emotion. Basically, you haven't learned how to deal with your emotions, how to regulate your emotions, how to actually feel your emotions. For me, when I was emotional eating, it would be when I felt an emotion, obviously, and the eating part of it is basically your way or my way of avoiding actually feeling the emotion. So you're doing something that's different. You're distracting yourself temporarily from the emotion, that uncomfortable feeling you're feeling. So the eating is like a way to, because you're doing something, you're putting in food in your mouth and it tastes good. You're probably getting dopamine from the food you're eating, especially if it's like sugar, fats, processed foods. You're getting like that dopamine, so it's making you feel good when you are actually feeling say not so good. Say if you've got anxiety or you're feeling depressed or you're feeling sad or angry, it's trying to like cover up that feeling. So the way you deal with emotional eating, you can distract yourself when you feel like emotional eating. You can take yourself for walks, you can keep yourself busy, keep yourself away from food and stuff, but at the end of the day you do need to learn how to feel that emotion and deal with that emotion. The only way that has actually helped me, obviously, when I was losing weight, a lot of the thing was I just distracted myself, rediverted my attention. I would go out for walks, I would do self care, I would try and keep myself busy. But what's actually truly helped me and has actually been like a good tool for me has been to like learn how to sit with my feelings and do a full body scan. So it's like basically meditation. I learned it as a form of meditation, basically. So you can even do this when you're walking. So if you need to get out of the house because you know you're going to end up eating, take yourself out of the house. I do it in the bath. I do it when I'm in the bed. I'm doing it when I sit here. Basically, scan your body. So like you close your eyes and just think like you feel your body like go inwards into yourself. If that makes sense. And like say when you because this is something that I've realized I don't know how to do. Like I never knew how to do. Like if someone said to me, "What does your body feel like when you feel happy? What does your body feel? What does it feel like to be sad?" I couldn't tell you what the physical sensations was. So I had to learn through this way of doing it. So you go into yourself, basically feel like where is it inside you? What can you feel like? Go to your chest. Am I feeling anything here? Is it like tingly or is it like a burning feeling? And like you kind of like have to picture in your head where it is and feel it and say like if it's like in your chest here. So a lot of the time I feel feelings here. And like, is it like a burning feeling or is it thick? And you kind of think of it and you feel it and you go deeper into it, if that makes sense, and you feel the emotion. Don't think about it. Don't think about why you're feeling like it. You just have to feel it and like let yourself go and breathe through it basically and do breathing basically, yeah, breathe through it. And eventually that feeling starts to feel less strong and it eventually just goes. And then the more I've done that, basically the more aware I am of it. So when I do feel like emotionally eating, so say like I feel like I'm getting stressed and I'm like, oh, and I see myself going through the cupboards, I stop and I'm like, hold on. And then I do a scan and I feel my body, feel where the emotion's coming from. I feel it. I identify where it is in my body that I'm feeling it. It could be in multiple places. And I just breathe through it and it will go. And then like you just do that and you just have to keep doing it and then it becomes a natural thing. That's how I dealt with emotional eating anyway. I've never actually heard anyone else talking about that's a way of dealing with emotional eating. It's just I realized that if I'm emotional eating, it's because I'm not processing my feelings and I need to know what I'm feeling and like where it's coming from. And I feel like instead of avoiding the feeling, you feel it and it will go. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not that it goes, but it just allows like it flows through you. Whereas if you don't avoid it, it's like trapped. And all you're doing is like eating to cover up that emotion, but then you make yourself feel worse. Sorry if that was a really long-winded way, and I actually really probably need to go soon. Chocolate cravings. I do chocolate cravings, so you can eat chocolate, but obviously if you're trying to eat in a calorie deficit, then it's going to be hard, isn't it? Because chocolate is quite calorie dense and it's easy to eat a lot of. But protein yogurts, you can get like chocolate ones. There's the ones from Lidl's that are really like quite nice to be fair, or you can get like fat-free yogurt with protein powder in, like chocolate protein powder. Then that's like protein because it's more filling as well, plus you're getting protein in. Things like chocolate oats, like adding chocolate protein powder to oats. Chocolate ice cream, you can get like Halo Top ice cream, or you can make your own protein ice cream. Protein bars, it's chocolate. Yeah, I always just like if I can make it high protein, then I feel like it hits the chocolate craving. It's adding to my protein goal, and it's going to just be more satiating. It's a lot harder to overeat on. So yeah, that's how I deal with it. But if you've got a chocolate craving, I feel like you can sometimes just push past it, but you can make it like lower calorie. What music do you listen to at the gym? Can you drop a Spotify playlist? I don't have Spotify. I use YouTube Music, and I don't even have a playlist. I feel like my music choices are like all over the place, right? But in the gym, I listen to. I don't know. The thing is, as well, like I don't know what genre of music that I listen to. If that makes sense. I actually have to go soon. Let me just go on my YouTube Music. I don't know what genre it is considered, but it's like R&B, but also I don't know what they are like. Like what? I don't know what genre it's called, to be fair. It's like the music I listen to is like a mix between like R&B, but it's like a little bit of like not metal, because it's not metal. That's like metal's like rock. It's like I can't explain it. It's like I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. Do you know what? I'm gonna make a playlist for YouTube music. I don't know if you can share it, but if you can, then I'll share it. Are you comfortable in your body post weight? I have been overweight all my whole life. I've never felt comfortable in my skin. For the most part, yeah, I am pretty comfortable in my body post weight loss. It did take a bit of adjusting to as well. And actually, I remember like it took my mind a while to catch up with my body that like this was what I looked like, because in my head I still saw myself as bigger than what I was. But I would look at my body and think, oh, like, I'm still fat. Like if I'm just out in the world and I can't see myself, I was still operating from a mind of I still look like I'm overweight. I still look like I'm obese. If that makes sense. So it took a while for my mind to catch up with that. The only things that I would say I'm not 100% comfortable with is like I wouldn't walk around with my boobs hanging out because I don't have boobs. Do you know what I mean? But other than that, like no one's gonna walk around with their boobs out anyway. So yeah. So I'm fairly comfortable with my body. I mean, like, I do have bad body days, bad body image days where I feel bloated and I don't feel great, or if I wear something, or there's certain angles I get like pictures or something taken off me and I'm like, oh, that's unflattering. But for the most part, I think that's just normal. But for the most part, yeah, I am pretty comfortable. I have to go. It's almost 1 a.m. in Australia. Oh, thank you so much for joining though, and I have a very early start. So nice to catch you live. Hope you do it more often. If you guys want me to do more lives, I'll do more lives. I feel like I just ramble away, but it is nice to actually be able to talk to you guys as well. So thank you so much for answering my questions. It's so helpful. My journey is pretty lonely, but it's nice to hear someone else's thoughts. Oh, you don't have to be alone because you've got the fam, the YouTube fam. So as long as like if you guys aren't here like or subscribed already, make sure you're subscribed, join the family. But we are a family here, and that's what I love about this. Like having YouTube as well, like with all of you guys, because sometimes like I read through the comments and like you guys are commenting on each other's comments and supporting each other, and like even on my Instagram, and I just think that's amazing. I think that's the best part of having a YouTube and like having you guys here. I feel like we are a community and we all have each other, so you don't have to be alone. Like I know sometimes when you're losing weight, it can feel like you're on your own, especially if you are the only person, say, in your family that even goes to the gym or even wants to track calories or wants to lose weight, especially if you come from a family that are quite overweight and there's a few people that are proud to be overweight or have being fat sometimes is an identity. I remember I identified as being a fat person. So to be in a family where they identify like that and then you're trying to lose weight and you're almost like going against them in that sense. I know it sounds weird, but it sometimes can feel like that. It can be quite lonely. So it just is nice to have this place here for all of us, and we all have each other's backs. Like we all support each other, we're all family, we're all community. So you're not alone, but yeah. I already answered that one. Right, let's go down this one. Right. Oh, thank you, Stella, for the £5 super sticker. I forgot that you could do that. If anyone wants to send any super stickers, you can pop up here. Love how you process emotions. Thank you, Louise. I hope I make sense. Like I feel like sometimes I don't know whether I explain things properly. I don't know whether I like go into like enough detail. Say that when I ramble. Sometimes I ramble and I just talk a lot of rubbish. So I don't know if I'm talking a lot of rubbish or if I'm actually making sense. So I'm glad I hope that makes sense. Like dance music, electronic pop. Yeah, kind of like that kind of stuff. But it's like some of the stuff I listen to is like I will find out anyway. I'll find out what it's called. How do you battle overeating? I mean, if I've overeaten, I've just learned if I've gone over my calories and I have overeaten. So the most important thing is to just accept it and move on and carry on as if nothing happened. Like you pick yourself up and you carry on. You go on to the next meal and track your calories and just carry on, because the worst thing you can do is beat yourself up about it, put yourself down and punish yourself for it with either over exercising or under eating. That's the worst thing, because then you're going to go into a cycle of that and you'll just feel stuck. So the best thing you can do is just pick yourself up and carry on. To stop myself overeating, I identified like my triggers. A lot of that was emotional eating, so working through that. If it is like you've been over restricting and you feel like you have a certain trigger food, identify it. And I would say the best way to stop yourself from overeating on foods that you've over restricted is to gradually introduce them. I know there's a lot of people that will say just allow yourself free reign to eat it. A lot of, I think that's like a lot of the like advice for people that have been in like binge eating and stuff, disorders and stuff, is to like give yourself free range to eat as much of it as you want and get that label out of your head of it being a bad food or food that, to show yourself that you can't, nothing bad will happen by eating it. But I feel like if you are someone that is obese, overweight, struggles with overeating in general, I don't think that's a good way to look at it. Like just eat as much of it as you want. But I would say, like, say if you've got like a certain food that triggers you to overeat, gradually introducing it into your diet. So I'm not saying keep it in the house. Like, so say if it is donuts, I wouldn't say keep a dozen donuts in your cupboard every day, because you're going to just end up binging on it and then you're not going to feel great. But I would say find a way to allow yourself to have a donut every other day or every other week or every week, and fit it within your calories and show yourself that it's okay to eat that. And it doesn't mean that you are going to overeat on it, if that makes sense. Like, I think, yeah, but it's like, that's the way I've kind of dealt with it. So I allow myself to eat any foods, just in moderation, and I can have it whenever. So like, a big thing of why a lot of people overeat, especially when they are trying to lose weight and they end up binging, is because they think, if I've eaten this, then I might as well just fit all of these foods in now so that I can go back to restricting after, and then I'll lose weight. I'll stop my diet tomorrow. Whereas if you know that you can have it whenever you want, just in moderation, you can eat. If you get 12 donuts, say, you can have a donut now, and guess what? The donut's going to be there tomorrow. I can have another donut tomorrow. I can have a donut a day for 12 days rather than eating 12 donuts in one sitting. Do you know what I mean? As long as like you don't have that scarcity mindset, I feel like working on that as well. Alternative music, it might be that. It might be that. Have you thought any more about becoming a PT coach? Oh, you've reminded me. Right, you've reminded me of something. I think I don't know. So maybe you guys have missed it, but I put on my Instagram, so maybe I should announce it here. I am actually doing a PT course right now. I'm doing a personal training and gym instructing course online. So I've actually become a Leap Academy ambassador. So I'm actually working with them as well, because I'm doing the course with them, and I am doing it online. And hopefully, so there's 8 units. I thought I was going to get it done quick. I was like, please. You put your mind to it, you're going to get it done. It's been a good few weeks now. I think it's probably been about a month, and I'm still on unit 1, but I'm like nearly done on unit 1. But there's like an assignment and a test on every single unit, and there's 8 units. And so I feel like it might take me, I would probably say it's going to take me like at least 8 months, I would say. I don't know, maybe I might be able to get it done faster, but I'm trying to get that, because once I get that, I can become a personal trainer. I could do online coaching. I've already got plans in place, don't want to jinx it, touch wood, of this online coaching business that I'm looking to start, but I'm not 100. I don't know, right? But I am going to be able to do, once I get this qualification, I'm going to be able to be a coach, basically. So that's really exciting. So let's try. All right. Let's just get through these comments quick. Love your videos. Hope one day I can reach my goal too. You will. It's not you hope, you will. Oh, thank you. Hello, I'm from Greece. Could you please speak more slowly, because I don't understand? I'm sorry. It's because I'm now Russian as well, so I speak fast. I do, in general conversation, I don't speak fast. It's just more when I'm explaining things. My problem is my journey just never starts. It's always tomorrow, and when tomorrow comes, it's again tomorrow. Even if I start after 2 weeks, I'm back at square one. Start slowly. So start right now. So your start date is right now. Literally right now you're starting. And that is going to be, you're just going to make a healthier choice today. Make at least one healthier choice. So for dinner, add some veg, add some lean protein. Tomorrow when you get up, go for a walk or something, or like just start right now, and you don't have to start and like go 100. Starting doesn't mean that you have to be at 100. You have to be perfect. Just start by one small thing at a time, and then gradually over time add something else, add another habit, and then so there's no reason why you can't be starting right now. go for a walk. When you've got like 20 minutes, 30 minutes later to yourself, go for a walk, or plan a meal that you're going to have tomorrow, or yeah, something like that. Like add in a habit, basically. You can go to bed earlier. You can get some extra sleep. You can do 50 star jumps. I remember I used to do like, I'd just randomly do like 50 star jumps, 100 star jumps. Like, do you know what I mean? You can always start as long as it's like small. You don't have to start at 100. Sometimes, like when we say we're going to start tomorrow, it's going to start tomorrow, it's because you're obviously as well, like you're probably thinking that you're going to miss out on something if you start today, or like you're like, I'll start tomorrow. But why is it you're starting tomorrow? Is it because you think like you want to get it out of the way today? You want to overeat today? You don't want to give up any certain foods? If you actually know that you're not going to give up any food, you're going to add foods in. So instead of thinking I'm going to take, I'm not going to be able to have this, I'm not going to be able to have this, so you know, I'm going to eat this, I'm going to eat this. Like think about what you can eat and what you can do rather than what you're going to be taking away, and then that will help stop the okay, I'm going to do it tomorrow, I'm going to do it tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? I would love to have you as an online coach. Don't worry, maybe soon come. Thank you. I really love your videos. Could you do more vlogs where you show your daily routine? Yeah, I can do. I will do. Hello from US. Hey, I'm in a 400 calorie deficit for 2 months, still not experienced weight loss. Are you weight training? Because I was thinking, like, if you weight train, you could be building muscle. Are you seeing any changes at all? If you're not seeing any physical changes at all, and it's been 2 months, try increasing that deficit, because there could be so many reasons why you're not in a deficit. If you're not losing any weight and there's no progress at all 2 months, then you're not in a calorie deficit. You might think you are, but you could either be eating more calories than you think you are, or unfortunately that is your maintenance calories. So then just eat a little bit less, try and increase the deficit a little bit. Instead of a 400 deficit, whatever you're eating now, decrease that by another 100, 200 calories. Or there's so many reasons why that could be. Or you could be losing body fat but just building muscle at the same time. It also depends on how much weight you've got to lose. If you've got a lot of weight to lose and you're eating a 400 calorie deficit and you're not losing any weight, then the chances are you're not in a deficit and you just need to decrease the calories even more. I find that the scale is an issue for me at times. Do you weigh often or just once in a while? It motivates me most of the time. I used to weigh, when I first started, I weighed weekly. And then after a while, I started to weigh daily, because I noticed that I wasn't going to get, like, it's not going to be that accurate if you do it weekly, because you could be on a high day or a low day of your weight fluctuates so much day to day. So I found weighing myself day to day and then getting the median, like the average of that, helped better. And then now I rarely weigh myself. I only weigh myself, I literally over the winter didn't weigh myself like hardly ever. And then more recently, since I've started to lose weight, I'm weighing myself like once, maybe twice a week, just randomly, just to see where I'm at. I should probably be weighing myself daily. That would probably keep me more consistent, to be fair. I watch your shorts every morning, go as my go to get it, start my day. I love that. I even had the songs at Harvard doing weights for the push. I love it. Love to see it. No what? No. Okay. Yeah, my tomorrow issue is because I have a problem with perfection. I've noticed it in my studies too, being a doctor myself. Exactly. Always think I have to leave with the tasty food. Exactly. So try to leave that all or nothing mindset, and just start by doing something small for yourself. And gradually, like once you've built in that habit, then you can add in another habit. And just remember, you don't have to be perfect. You genuinely do not, like, your diet doesn't have to be perfect. Even if it's just making a few lower calorie food swaps, even if it is not, say right now you say, okay, today I'm not going to drink, say just as an example, that say you like to drink calories like full sugar Coke or loads of orange juice, or you like to add loads of sugar to your coffee or whatever. Say, you know what, from today I'm gonna just drink water, sugar-free juice. I'm gonna have sweeteners instead of sugar. I probably will swap my full sugar Coke for a Diet Coke. You're saving calories. You've started. You don't have to be perfect. It's not perfect. Obviously, perfect would be never drinking anything that has got any sugar or any sweeteners in, and it's just pure water. But that's not really sustainable for most people. If you can do it, you can do it. But most people would like to have good enough, like the taste of, like, I don't know, Pepsi Max. I know people like shout at me for having sweetness, but it's not going to kill me. It's only a couple of calories. And that's just, it's good enough. Do you know what I mean? So you can start off by small changes, and you don't have to be perfect. No, I'm not. I'm genuinely not perfect at all. So like, you don't have to be perfect. I feel lucky to have your videos, as I've been consistent since last July, longest time in my whole life. I love that. That makes me so happy, honestly. I love that. Well done. Any more bikini contests in the near future? I've been thinking of it. I have been thinking of it, but the thing is, it's like, I look back on my bikini competition pictures and stuff, and as proud as I am of that, and I worked really hard, and I really enjoyed prep, and I liked everything about it, basically. When I look back on how lean I was, like, I don't really like it that much. Do you know what I mean? Like, I not on the show, like the show day pictures, that's like how lean I had to get. Do you know what I mean? But when I look back on like pictures of me, like just in the gym and stuff, I looked so lean. I don't feel like I looked good. And I know it's not really about that when you do a bikini competition, but like, I just feel like I didn't realize at the time. But I knew I was lean, but I didn't realize that I looked like that, if that makes sense. And I just feel like I really didn't look healthy at all. Obviously that wasn't healthy for me, and I just don't know whether I want to do that again. Like, I mean, there is a part of me that wants to do it because it's the challenging aspect of it, and the prep was fun, and it was fun getting lean, but I don't know whether I want to put my body through being that lean again. Like, I might just do another photo shoot where I get lean to a point of I still like where I was on my photo shoot last year, where I still looked good, but like healthy, if that makes sense. And I could maintain it. You know, I have put on a bit of body fat since then, but I could have technically maintained it. But I've just been living life, you know. My progress is slow, so sometimes it's hard to stay motivated. Any advice? That's what this whole video was about. So I don't know if you've just come on, but if you have, then when I save the video, it'll be all of my tips throughout the video is on here. So that's literally what this video has been. But in like a little quick nutshell, I basically set daily goals, tasks for myself. So I make sure that no matter what my progress is saying, I am setting them goals and daily tasks. So that we get my steps, going to the gym, training, tracking my calories, eating within a certain calorie range. And as long as, like, if my progress is slow, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to still be doing the things I need to do daily. Same with my routines. I make sure I have a routine in place. So I go to the gym at the same time. I go for my walks at the same time every day. I know roughly what I'm eating every day. I have a routine of everything. So I don't have to have a choice, if that makes sense. I don't have to make a choice, because then I'm less likely, if my progress is slow, I'm more likely to make the choice that's not the best for me, because I'm not in a great mental headspace. So it all helps me carry on doing what I need to do to see the progress. Because if your progress is slow, then that doesn't mean that you're not making progress. It just means it's slow, and that's normal, and it's going to be slow. But if you give up and you let that slow progress stop you from carrying on, then you're not going to see any progress. So the most important thing is to continue to do what you need to do. So it's not really staying motivated, it's about staying disciplined, which is why you just set yourself these tasks, no matter how you're feeling, you do them anyway, and then you will eventually push through that, and you'll start to see progress. Also by taking progress measurements in the first place. So starting out, taking pictures, taking measurements, yeah, all of those kind of things. Taking pictures, measurements, how your clothes feel, how your mental health is, how you look, and your health in general. And when you feel like your progress is very slow, measure your progress basically by weighing yourself. So if like your weight isn't going down, but you've taken body measurements and those body measurements are going down, that's progress. If you are taking body measurements and pictures, and they're like, say like the body measurements don't look too much different, but you take pictures and you see that you actually look better, or your mental health is better, or you feel good that week, or you're lifting heavier weights in the gym, they're all measurements of progress. So it's ways to kind of like keep yourself motivated. If you feel like in one area you're not making much progress, you'll probably see in another area that you are making loads of progress. And then there's obviously making sure that you're taking care of your self-care, you're making sure that your mind is good, because in that way you're going to feel good in yourself, and you're going to make healthier choices for yourself. And just basically trust the process. That was another tip I said, was trust the process. Make sure that you understand that if you carry on doing what you need to do, you will eventually get there. Enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, because there's always going to be like new goalposts, if that makes sense. So enjoy where you are, and like enjoy the exercises you do, the food you eat. Enjoy, make it your life more improve, like do it for the improvement of your life, if that makes sense. Like make yourself feel good. It's not punishment. Losing weight, eating healthy, it's not you punishing yourself, you're doing it for you. So change, like learn to change your mindset and into like, this is actually making me feel good regardless of where I want to be. This is actually making me feel good in this moment, so you're just going to want to keep doing it. But I'm going to try and do weekly lives. I will probably do another live. Maybe I'll just do it like every Monday. Maybe like, yeah, I'm gonna do it like every Monday or something. But I will do it. You're cool and have good vibes. Thank you. How do you handle not snacking at night after eating healthy all day? Make sure you eat enough calories. You can even save enough calories for a snack if you really want to have a snack. I like to sometimes, if I do feel for a snack, I'll have sugar-free jelly or something like that, because it's like very, very low calorie. And then if you have eaten all your calories and you just feel like peckish, you're not hungry, but you just feel peckish, just go to bed. I drink decaf coffee as well, helps me. But okay, last question, last thing, last comment. I think I will order some chocolate chips, candy, and ice cream now. I'm just kidding. I do not want to anymore. When I get a craving, I eat protein chocolate and drink a Pepsi. Banging, mate. All right, last one. What's your thoughts on a water fast, 5 to 7 days in length? Unless you're doing it for a religious reason, if it's for health or weight loss, I personally don't see any health benefits. So I know there's like autophagy and stuff, but you get autophagy when you're eating in a calorie deficit. The same benefits you get from autophagy as you do with fasting, you get them in a calorie deficit with eating regular amounts. So I personally don't see any benefits to water fast unless it's for like discipline or religion, like religious reasons, for spiritual reasons. I know a lot of people fast for that stuff as well. Other than that, I don't see, it's not good for weight loss. And I have to go, so I have to go as well, for like a body cleanse. No, I don't think you need to do it for a body cleanse. No, that's just my opinion, but I know there's loads of people who have different opinions. But yeah, that's my video, guys. That's my live. I've got to go. I do want to eat something before I get the kids from school. Thank you guys so much for joining my live. If you are watching the video after it's been live, thank you guys for watching. I would really appreciate it if you left a like on the video. I would really appreciate it. And Pepsi Max got some bad. You guys stop it. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah, make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. Let me know if you want to see more live streams, because I will do a live stream. Let me put the outro on. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.